Hey guys, what's up? This is PokeSmashTV. I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded my last battle, but honestly I didn't have the time or the inclination to upload, but now I actually feel like uploading battle again. So I have an OU match for you today against a guy I found on the Smogon Wi-Fi battle finder by the name of Powerman. This is actually a pretty old match. As you can see from the team preview, I have a Genesect. So this is actually from the time when Genesect was still in OU, and it's moved up to Ubers now. And if you've noticed my new introduction, it's basically I downloaded a template from Raven Design, and I edited and played around with the text a little bit. So you definitely go check out Raven Design. And anyway, the battle has already started. So I know he's going to lead off with his Tyranitar, so I lead off with my Conkeldurr. And I do not want to over predict on the first turn, so I go for the Drain Punch. He goes into his Gliscor to take the Drain Punch. He takes it very comfortably. I switch out into my Espeon because I thought he might want to go for the Stealth Rocks, but he ends up going for the Substitute. My Espeon can handle this Gliscor because I do have the Reflect, so a +2 Earthquake will not do much to my Espeon. And I break his sub with a Psychic as he Baton passes out to his Terrakion, which is a weird play, to be honest, because I can outspeed the Terrakion and do a nice 75% with the Psychic and get a special defense drop on top of that, but that doesn't actually matter because he's gonna just kill off my Espeon through the Reflect with a +2 X-Scissor. And I see that his Terrakion is Life Orb, so I can go into my Conkeldurr, and he is threatened by the Mach Punch, so he has to switch out into his Jirachi, which takes the Mach Punch really comfortably. And now this is quite a stally part, not really stally, but just my Conkeldurr trying to, whittle down his Jirachi with Drain Punches, and I'm bulking up over there, and he's basically just going for the Body Slam, trying to get the Paralysis. And he has the Wish, so it's basically stalemate out there because nothing's happening. He's wishing back up. I'm Drain Punching. I've reached +1 attack and +1 defense because I have got one bulk up, and right now he's gonna withdraw his Jirachi. He's gonna go into his Claydol, and I go for the Mach Punch. Doesn't do anything to the Claydol, and I do not have the Ice Punch on his Conkeldurr. What I basically have is the Bulk Up, the Drain Punch, Mach Punch, and Payback. So the only move I can hit his Claydol with is the Payback, as he goes for the Reflect, which is not really good for my Conkeldurr. There is a physical attacker. I go for the Payback, and it does around 45% through the Reflect, so it would have been almost a clean one-hit KO without the Reflect, but that's just too bad. Now right here I'm gonna no wait, he's gonna switch out into his Terrakion to take the Payback and get the justified boost. He was basically trying to sack his Terrakion because it can't do anything, it's at low HP anyways, but he might have been able to save it for later. I don't know why he set it in right now, because I can just kill it off with the Mach Punch straight away, and that's a dead Terrakion. I think that's an early 6-5, not really early, but a 6-5 lead in my favor. And he's gonna go into his Ferrothorn right here, and I switch out. I'm not really sure why, because this was a really old match, so I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I didn't want to take Iron Barb's damage, and plus my Drain Punch will be doing a hell of a lot to the Ferrothorn through the Reflect, but still it is a stab Drain Punch, and it's a super effective move, so I should have stayed in, I guess, and got some damage off from the Ferrothorn, but I ended up switching out to my Genesect, and he's threatened by the Flamethrower, so he switches into his Gliscor, and Flamethrower does quite around 30% to the Gliscor, and he goes for a Substitute, thinking I'm perhaps choiced, but I do reveal to him over here that I am Expert Belted, and I go for the Ice Beam. He goes, Baton passes out into his Tyranitar. I go for the Ice Beam again. I do not want to stay in on this Tyranitar now because he does outspeed me because I'm paralyzed, and I do know that most Tyranitars do carry the Fire Blast for the Rogue, Scissors, Ferrothorns, and the Genesects. So I'm gonna switch out into my Conkeldurr, which is a good counter to his Tyranitar, as he ends up going for the Fire Blast and missing. So this is not really a big deal because I do have the Drain Punch, so I can recover any HP. And I was predicting his switch out into into his either his Ferrothorn or the Clay Doll. So I decided to just go for the Drain Punch because it is super effective against his Ferrothorn and his Tyranitar. So he does end up going into his Ferrothorn, perhaps expecting me to predict a switch into his Clay Doll and expecting me to go for the payback, but I don't do that. I go for the Drain Punch. His Ferrothorn takes easy 75% from the Drain Punch, and now I predict his switching into his Clay Doll. I go for the payback, but he stays in and manages to paralyze me with the Thunder Wave. And now I think he's gonna stay in, so I go for the Drain Punch. But this is where he makes a good play and he switches out into his Clay Doll, and the Drain Punch does literally nothing to the Clay Doll. So right now I am nearly at full HP, but I am paralyzed, so I do not want to stay in on this Clay Doll. No wait, I do stay in on this Clay Doll. He sets up the Reflect, I think. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, he sets up the Reflect, and I think I tried going for the payback right now, but I did manage to get fully paralyzed. So I'm not going to stay on the Clay Doll right now. The Reflect is up. He's getting lefties back. And I don't think that I'd want to take an Earth Power or a Psychic or a Psyshock, you know, whatever the Clay Doll wants to go for. So I switch on my specially defensive wall, the Chansey, and he ends up going for the Earth Power, which tells me he perhaps doesn't have the Psychic or the Psychic type move. So my Conkeldurr can maybe take one Earth Power and take it out with a payback. And so this is quite a stally part where he goes into his Tyranitar. And I leave my Flubber in just to, you know, take Earthquakes, because this is a defensive Chansey. Really irritating if you have played against those, and everyone has. So he's just going for the Pursuit, Earthquakes. I'm whooshing up, going for the Seismic Toss, and very stally. So I plan to skip this actually. He goes on into his Gliscor. He goes for the and I go for the Wish. Sorry, and right now he's gonna go for the Swords Dance. And I think I go for the Seismic Toss. Yeah, I go for the Seismic Toss on his Gliscor. I do quite a bit, and I don't know if that'll be enough to break his sub. It probably will, because Gliscor, I don't think Gliscor gets 404 HP. So I get my Wish back, and right now I'm going to switch on into my Genesect, because I'm pretty sure I can take a +2 Earthquake. I mean, I can take, not comfortably, but I can live one and then KO him with an Ice Beam, because I am not paralyzed anymore, so I can outspeed on the next turn. He ends up going for the Facade, which is really good for me because I resist the hit and it does less than half. He switches into his Ferrothorn, perhaps thinking that he can take an Ice Beam better than what he does. And it might not be a 2-hit KO, but it actually is, and I just end up going for 2 Ice Beams to take out his Ferrothorn. He goes into his Tyranitar. I'm scared that the Bug Buzz will not take his Tyranitar out, so I decided to switch into my Conkeldurr again because I fear the Fire Blast. He does go for the Fire Blast. It does around 35 to 40% to my Conkeldurr, and the earlier Fire Blast didn't really matter because I could have Drain Punched all my HP back. And right now he's gonna switch out into his Clay Doll, and whereas I don't want to predict again. He might predict me to go for the payback, and he might stay with the Tyranitar and go for another Fire Blast, so I just go for the Drain Punch, just a safe play. He goes into his Clay Doll. Drain Punch does absolutely nothing, just like before. And right now a lot of optional effects, leftovers, stuff like that. Anyway, I just switch out again because I do not want to take the Earth Power, and I'm actually predicting him to go for the Reflect. So I thought I would get a free switch into my Genesect and take him out with the Bug Buzz, but he ends up going for the Earth Power, gets a crit. Really not sure if that mattered. Probably did, because I'm pretty sure my Genesect can take an Earth Power from a defensive Clay Doll, which defensive, you know, because it has the Reflect and the leftovers. And this was a mishap because I saved my Saphira, my Salamence over my Genesect, so I gave it download by mistake, and it does get the attack boost from the download. So I didn't want to take advantage of that, and because it would be unfair for him, so I could have KO'd him with an Outrage or basically an Outrage, but I deliberately go for the special attacking moves just so I don't take advantage of the +1 in my attack. And I go for the I go for 2 Fire Blasts to take him out, and right here I go for Draco Meteor to take out the Gliscor. And the Salamence was originally intended to have Moxie, so by now if it had Moxie, it would have had a +2 in its attack stat, but it only has +1 because of the download boost. So I'm pretty comfortable right now going for the Earthquake because this is a +1 earthquake instead of a +2 earthquake, so it is technically to my disadvantage. So the download boost is the mistake with the download is cancelled out. So I go for the earthquake, get a crit on the Tita, it's gonna go down, and then Jirachi comes in, it's gonna go down to an earthquake as well, and that's the match, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, rate, subscribe. Don't forget to check out Raven Designs, which really helped me with my intro. If you're looking to make an intro of your own for your YouTube channel, you can perhaps go check out their templates, and if you're using Vegas Pro. So do all that, guys. I'll see you in the next match. Thanks.